So welcome back, students. In last sessions, we have studied about compound angles, in which we have used some formulas like sin A plus B equals to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Sin A minus B equals to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. In this, we have calculated the sine of sum of two angles. But what if we have to calculate sum of sine of two angles? Sum of sine of two. For this, we will add these two formulas first of all. So what do we get? If we add these two formulas, add them in left hand side and add them in right hand side as well. So sin A plus B plus sin A minus B will be there. Look at this. Sin A plus B plus sin A minus B equals to sin A cos B plus sin A cos B. So their sum will be 2 sin A cos B. And we have to learn this formula from right hand side, that is 2 sin A cos B equals to sin B plus sin A minus B. Means we are transferring product of 2 sine into their sum. So the first formula is, you have to learn it. 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. As we are transferring this product to sum, so we call these formulas as transformation formula. These formulas are called transformations formula. Means we are transferring product into sum. Now can you think, if we subtract this equation 2 from equation 1, we will get one more formula. So guess what will be the formula? What should be that formula? So if we subtract second from the first, it will change all the signs. So sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. And I have told you that we will write it in right hand side. Sin A plus B minus sin A minus B equals to, and these two will be cancelled out now. And cos A sin B plus cos A sin B will be 2 cos A sin B. So the formula is 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. So this is the first formula. This is the second formula. This is changing. This is transferring product into difference. The first one was changing product into sum, and the second is changing product into difference. So first formula is 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Similarly, we can find the third formula also. So the next two formulas in compound angles we have studied after sin A plus B and sin A minus B of cos A plus B and cos A minus B. We all know the formula for cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. We are not discussing these formulas in this chapter, but we are discussing the transformation formula in which product is changed to sum and the difference. So we have changed 2 sin A cos B to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Now cos A plus B to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is the compound formula, compound angle formula. And cos A minus B, we know that is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So if we add these two formulas, and as we have discussed that we have to state them starting from right hand side after adding. So if we add these two formula, it is giving cos A plus B plus cos A minus B in the left hand side. And these minus sin A sin B plus sin A sin B will be cancelled out. So cos A cos B plus cos A cos B becomes 2 cos A cos B. And it will be equal to then the sum of the terms at the left hand side, that is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So this is the third transformation formula which we have to learn. The third transformation formula, repeat with me, 2 cos A cos B equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. First is 2 sin A sin B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Third is 2 cos A cos B equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. And what will be the third? Can you tell? If we now subtract equation 4 from equation 3, that is cos A plus B minus cos A minus B, this time this cos A cos B will be cancelled out, and minus sin A sin B minus sin A sin B will give minus 2 sin A sin B. So we must subtract actually the smaller from the larger. Now this time we know that as we increase the values of cos 0 degree is 1, cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Means in cos, as we increase the values of the angle, value of cos decreases. So similar happens in this also. Cos A minus B is greater and cos A plus B is smaller. To bring the positive term, we must subtract the greater from the smaller. Now formula for cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. While formula for cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. And we must always subtract the smaller from the larger. Larger is cos A minus B. As we know that A minus B is always less than A plus B. Sum of two angles is always greater than the difference between the two angles. So, but cosine of a smaller angle is greater. The value of cosine of a smaller angle is greater. While as we increase the value of angle, the value of cosine decreases. Look at this, cos 60 degree is half, and finally cos 90 degree becomes 0. Means it decreases from 1 to 0 when we are increasing the angle from 0 degree to 90 degree. So similar happens in this. We will subtract the smaller, that is cos A plus B, from the larger, that is cos A minus B. So it is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. This time opposite signs are of cos A plus cos A cos B minus cos A cos B, so they will be cancelled out. This minus changes to plus, so sin A sin B plus sin A sin B is 2 sin A sin B. So in this time the formula is 2 sin A sin B equals to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So these four formulas are used to convert product of two trigonometric ratios, to sine or cos actually only, not for tan and cot and other. These are only for sine and cos. So they change product to either to sum or to difference. This is also, look at this. This is sum of, this is product of cos A cos B, and it has been changed to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. This product to sum, and this is product to difference. So there are four transformation formula which are changing product to sum. product to sum transformation formula. And repeat it with me, repeat them with me. Product to sum transformation formula means they change product into the sum. And in our next topic, we are going to discuss the transformation formula. So product to sum formula. The first is, repeat with me, 2 sine A cos B equals to sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. This is product to sum. And difference is also a type of sum, remember. We are adding the negative quantity only. 2 cos A sin B equals to, so we call it product to sum only. 2 cos A sin B is when sin A plus B is added to minus of sin A minus B. So we call 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. And learn all these formulas properly. They are used not only in this exercise, transformation formula of trigonometric functions, but they will be used in differentiation, integration, etc. in the functions, in all the other chapters which we will study in future. Okay, so learn all these formula properly. The first is 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. 2 cos A cos B equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Then finally 2 sin A sin B. It is slightly different from all the three as, but if you think that cos A minus B is greater, so we have to subtract a smaller from the greater. Cos A plus B is smaller. So first formula is 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Second formula is 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Third formula is 2 cos A cos B equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. The fourth one is 2 sin A sin B equals to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Hope you have written these formulas in your notebook and have learned them also. Have you learned them? So learn all the formulas properly. We can solve the questions by saying them only if we know the formulas. If we know all the formulas, we can estimate the method which we must use to solve that problem. So learning the formula is the first step in understanding the maths. So learn all these formulas properly. So these all formulas are the formulas to convert product to sum. And hope you all must have learned them. So now, how to change them in opposite limit, sum to product form. Sum to product transformation formula. So look at the first formula. So what is this? It is 2 sin A cos B. We have proved that 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. This time I have written them in opposite side. Why? This time we are converting the sum to product. But A plus B is not the single angle, it is the compound angle. A minus B is also not the single angle, it is the compound angle. So let's assume that A plus B equals to C and A minus B equals to D. So the left hand side becomes sin C plus sin D. Now they are the sum of two sin C and sin D equals to. So 2 sin, what will be the value of A? As left hand side in terms of C and D. So we should write right hand side also in terms of C and D. To find the value of this A, if you add these two equations, B will be cancelled out. A plus A, 2A equals to C plus D. That is A equals to C plus D upon 2. So in place of A, we write C plus D upon 2. So if you have learned the previous formulas, they themselves are giving the hint to learn these formulas also. So first formula 2 sin A cos B equals to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B is producing sin C plus sin D equals to 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos what? To get this, if you now subtract equation 2 from equation 1, it will change the sign. A will be cancelled out this time. So 2B equals to C minus D, and it implies B equals to C minus D upon 2. So the formula is now sin C plus sin D equals to 2 sin C plus D upon 2 into cos C minus D upon 2. The second formula we know that is of what? 2 cos A sin B equals to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. So this time in place of A plus B we will use C. In place of A minus B we will use D. So it becomes sin C minus sin D equals to 2 cos value of A is C plus D upon 2. We have earlier proved it, and value of B will become C minus D upon 2. So the second formula which is changing sum to product is sin C minus sin D equals to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. In place of upon, I am using the word by, as it is easier to tell. It is easier to learn from our mouth. So we will use, though upon is the correct pronunciation, but still I am using by this time. Okay. Sin C plus sin D equals 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Sin C minus sin D by equals to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. And similarly, cos C plus cos D. We all know that the next formula is 2 cos A cos B. So 2 cos A AC plus D by 2 into cos B BC minus D upon 2 equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Similarly, you can form the next formula, but the next formula has a very big thing. You all know that it is slightly opposite to other. In this, we will either find cos D minus cos C, as it is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B equals to 2 sin A sin B. We have learnt it, na? 2 sin A sin B equals to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So what should we do now? Should we write cos D minus cos C? No, as we must always write C first of all to learn properly. Otherwise, it will create the confusion in learning. So we write it as C. We have already assumed A plus B as C. So it will be cos C. This will be D. A we know that is C plus D upon 2. And this is C minus D upon 2. So to change it to cos C minus cos D, as it is providing us cos D minus cos C. So to change it to cos C minus cos D, we will write this minus in the next side. Means with minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D. Or one more thing, that we can change this C minus D upon 2 to D minus C upon 2. Is that clear to you? So what we write? Cos C minus cos D equals to minus 2 sin C plus D upon 2 into sin C minus D upon 2. So we write cos C minus cos D equals to minus 2 sin C plus D upon 2 into sin C minus D upon 2. Or we can also learn it with by this method. Cos C minus cos D equals to 2 sin C plus D upon 2 into this C minus D becomes sin D minus C upon 2. As we already have learned this, that C must be smaller and D must be greater. Then only we can find the positive value when we subtract cos C minus cos D. For this, C must be greater than D. No, C must not be greater than D. It will give the negative value. In this, if we write C greater than D, so it will produce negative. So we apply minus. But if C is smaller than D, it will give the positive. So in this, we will subtracting again the smaller from the greater, D minus C upon 2. As D is greater, C is smaller. Cosine of a smaller angle will be greater. So we are again subtracting the greater value from the smaller value from the greater value. Cos D is smaller, cos C is greater. Okay. So these 8 formulas we must learn. So now repeat with me all the formulas so that you can learn them properly and you can use them to solve the questions. The first formula which we have learned is what? It is 2 sine A cos B equals to sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Then 2 cos A sine B equals to sine A plus B minus sine A minus B. Then 2 cos A cos B equals to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Finally, 2 sine A sine B equals to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So these, after writing these 4 formulas, the 5th transformation formula is just opposite to this. So this becomes sine C plus sine D equals to, in place of A, we write 2 sine C plus D upon 2. In place of A, we write C plus D upon 2. In place of B, we write C minus D upon 2. So the 5th formula is sine C plus sine D equals to 2 sine C plus D upon 2 into cos C minus D upon 2. The next is about the subtraction, the difference between sine C and sine D. Sine C minus sine D equals to 2 cos C plus D upon 2 into sine C minus D upon 2. The next one is about the cos. So cos C plus cos D equals to 2 cos C plus D upon 2 into cos C minus D upon 2. And the next is the last, cos C minus cos D equals to 2 sine C plus D upon 2 into sine D minus C upon 2. It has slight difference as it is producing D minus C. Or if we write minus outside the formula, it is minus 2 sine C plus D upon 2 into sine C minus D upon 2. So these 8 transformation formula, we must learn them properly. Okay. Then only we will solve the questions related to them. First, learn all these. So let's now learn how to use these formulas. For example, if we have to find 2 sine 15 degree into sine 75 degree or 2 sine 15 degree cos 75 degree or 2 cos 75 degree into sine 15 degree. We all know that 15 degree and 75 degree values are not the standard values, standard angles. So how to find them? 2 cos 75 degree into cos 15 degree. To find first one, which formula we must use? And what will be the value? So always remember, before using the formula, A must be greater and B must be smaller. We take 75 degree as the greater one and 15 degree as the smaller. So it is 2 sine 75 degree into sine 15 degree. Now think about the formula of 2 sine A sine B. So what is the formula for 2 sine A sine B? It is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Cos A minus B is 75 degree minus 15 degree 60 degree and minus cos 90 degree. Now value of cos 60 degree we all know is 1 and cos 90 degree is 0. So the final answer is half. Similarly, we can find this 2 sin A cos B also. In this also we will take A equals to 75 degree and B equals to 15 degree. So it is 2 cos A sin B equals to, what will be the result then? Sin A plus B minus sin A minus B equals to sin 60 degree, sorry, sin 90 degree minus sin 60 degree. So it is 1 minus root 3 by 2. So when we use 2 cos A sin B, it is producing sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. So similarly, you can solve these two questions also. They will produce what? 2 cos A sin B is already there, so it is the same question. And 2 cos A cos B, we will get cos A plus B plus cos A minus B 0 plus half. So the answer will be half. Means 2 cos A cos B and 2 sin A sin B both are producing the same answer. Okay. So continue to solve the questions from your textbooks and ask your doubts in comment box. Okay, students. To learn all these formulas, start the exercises from your textbook.